Good morning, everyone, coast to coast, all the way to South Korea. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We make videos about the joys of living in Mexico, and we go live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, and I'm happy to see everyone that is joining us in the house today. It looks like all of our equipment is running. It looks like we have good internet this morning. We've got Love to Travel in the house. They're having a little snowstorm this morning. That girl, my neighbor right down the street, is saying hello to everyone. And from Columbus, Ohio, German Village, Dan Mack is in the house. And of course, our medical specialist, Dr. John, has showed up in the house also, and love to travel. Are you Colleen? Love to travel? But yeah, call me in the morning. I think you have my number. And VS is in the house. Jack Webb from Kentucky, from Hazard. That means he's at the hospital working, saving lives this morning. We have all kinds of medical specialists that show up. Ola Bill, it's going to be a great day. James and Rena even showed up. And she thinks so. She speaks is in the house saying, Ola, everyone. Even James and Rena have shown up in the house. What are they talking about? What is keeping you on the sad side of the border? That's James and Rena. That's funny. Woo-hoo! Oh, we got a lot going on. We have a lot going up. I'm putting up a video tomorrow. Ooh, Thomas the Crazy Man is in the house, and I can show you guys this. There he is with his kinky afro. Thomas, good morning, people. Woohoo! Do something about that hair, man. Dye it. Yeah, you ought to be a redhead. Dan Mack, I have family from Whitesburg, Kentucky. And who else is in the house? Anya, the Hollywood girl, is in the house. She sent me some pictures. I believe she's in the Phoenix area. She sent me some pictures like 2 days ago. It had snowed there. The ground was icy in the Phoenix, right outside the Phoenix area. What else is going on? And of course, we know that pretty boy Brian Maiden has shown up. All the women are always emailing me every week asking for his phone number. I refuse to give it out because I don't want him to get harassed. Lakaya Britton in the house. Good morning to everyone from Atlanta. We have a lot to cover today. Lots going on in Mexico. It's a beautiful day down here. It's a little chilly for me. That's why I've got on this hoodie this morning. When I got up this morning, it was like 55 degrees. Around 1 o'clock, it will be about 80. I'm very surprised that Mazatlan is so chilly. It's been chilly in the morning. You really have to dress. Well, for me, 55 degrees is chilly. Okay. And the Canadians are starting to leave in this complex. You guys have seen my complex. There must be 300 units in here. And I'm going to say 99.9% of them are Canadians that only come down here for 6 months at a time. And they're leaving. I look out my window down at the back exit where the swimming pool is, and you can see the Canadians with their suitcases just getting in taxis and rolling away. They don't like that warm weather. Plus, they can only stay down here. They can only stay down here for 6 months at a time. I don't quite understand how that works. We have William Mustache Stone Man in the house. Happy to see you as always. So I'm putting up a video tomorrow morning. First thing in the morning, it's about should I bring my car to Mexico? And it's a short video, but I put all the pros. Dr. Maiden, Mr. Maiden just made a contribution, and I appreciate that. That's Canadian cash. I know it's only worth about $1 or $2, but thank you very much for your contribution to the channel. Miriam, she's my neighbor too. She keeps saying she's going to invite me over to eat food, and I've been looking forward to it, but then she got sick and canceled on me. Dan Mac. Okay. A lot of cornettes live in my hometown of Tiffin, Ohio. They followed the glass industry. Cornettes. Dan Mac, tell us what a cornette. Tell us what a cornette is. Now, actually, my grandmother, my father's mother, her name was Cornetta Palmer. She was beautiful. She looked like Diana Ross. But anyway, okay. So first thing in the morning, I'm putting up a video on should I bring I'm putting should I bring my car to Mexico? There are many pluses and minuses to that. Like that girl. I know that girl has more money than God. She works in the movie industry. She always gets these really big, fancy apartments. She doesn't have a car. You know, I'll be walking to the 7-Eleven to get some stuff at 7-Eleven, and I'll see her getting in Uber to go places. We went shopping this week at, I'll drive to Walmart. We'll go to Walmart and buy stuff. But I rarely use my car. Rob and Sherry, Rob at the bed and breakfast, he doesn't have a car. He's got more money than God. He doesn't have a car. I know all kinds of millionaires down here. They have like, I have a friend named Terry. She has 3 properties down here. She just bought a property 30 days ago, and she's selling another property like this week. And then she owns the house that she lives in. She doesn't have a car. She doesn't drive. She uses Uber, however you say it. You guys know what I'm talking about. She uses that. She uses them all of the time. And then I see, Stony Star God. Stony Star God, where'd you come from? Anyway, I got to show this Stony Star God. Buenos dias. Hola, everyone from L.A. Well, I don't remember you showing up before, but you start handing out some cash. I'll give you some attention. Stony Star God, right on. And thank you, everyone, for contributing to the channel. It helps us take trips. I will be traveling soon. I'm going to get in the car and actually drive north. I'm going to drive north from where I am, and I live near the marina area. Oh, everybody's just throwing cash this morning. You got to like all of that. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! And Anya, not bringing a car to MZT. Everybody's just saying what's happening. Bring a car, don't bring a car. But I'm ready to get rid of my car. It's just, I don't think it's really worth it down here. But I see a lot of Canadians, these elderly Canadians with white hair. And, I'll say, hi, how you doing? And they'll say, oh, well, we just came from El Centro. And El Centro, for you people that don't speak Spanish, means the center of town. That's where a lot of the action is here. But they say, oh, we just took the bus. They get on the bus. The buses are nice. And I don't mean the long distance buses, but the local buses. They have those all over Mexico. I haven't been on one in a while, but they only cost about 50 cents. Okay. They only cost about 50 cents, and you can get all around town. El Centro represent. Yeah, okay. And Anya should that, and that's her right there. Avelina Flips, whatever that means, but she should be here by the end of the month. She just obtained her housing accommodations about a week ago, got her permanent visa, which I know feels very good, but she will be living in El Centro. That is where I would like to live, in El Centro. So, but anyway, William Mustache Stoneman, I think taxi and Uber would be less expensive than driving a car. Yes, and that's because I totally agree with you. Because okay, I pay about $400 a year for my car insurance, which still is a lot cheaper than in the United States. Okay, it costs about $35 a year to get my Mexico plates, get my oil change every 6 months. That's going to cost you money. Your gasoline is going to be as expensive as in the United States. And then you have your maintenance. My car is 20 years old, so you got to do the maintenance thing. I mean, and okay, so there we're talking about $600-700, and I mean, if I lived in Centro, I mean, I can walk to like 5 7-Elevens within 3 blocks. And if me and that girl, we go to Walmart once a month or twice a month sometimes. So, and from here to Walmart in a Uber car is only like $4 one way. So that's $8 a month. So that's $80. Okay, let's say that's $100 a year. You put all that together, and it's like, oh, but anyway, everybody, but okay, we got all kinds. This car thing is popular. I hope I get 1 million hits. Also, on a side note, I must say that 30 days ago, I got 100,000 watch time hours on YouTube. So the way YouTube works is to be able to make money on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of viewership in 1 year. So I've been at this 2 years. In 2 years, I've had 100,000 watch hours. And wow, that's a lot of hours. People have been watching some Bill the Geek. I like that. Okay, but I want to hit on James and Rena right here. Can't take the car away from this gringo. Yeah, the car is it's a weird luxury. And a part of me wants to keep the car. I've had some fun with the car. I've had some nice dates on the car. I've also had some real nightmares with the car that I would really just rather forget about. So, bring a car. My landlord in Puerto Vallarta, he always had a car. But he's a gay guy. He was with his partner for 25 years. Mike, you've seen his house out there in the middle of nowhere. But when we lived in the heart of Puerto Vallarta, he'd get in his car every day. But whatever. What's one gypsy traveler talking about? Face blue, smiling. One gypsy traveler says, "Hello, finally." Oh, one gypsy traveler. Hello, finally from Tennessee. I bought my house, Bill, but it's here in the States. Way better than Kenosha, Wisconsin. Well, congratulations, one gypsy traveler. You got a house, you got a place to stay. And then we got Kim J in the house looking good. She looked like she ought to be in the movies, don't she? Okay, now, Jack Webb. I told my wife, no way will I own a car in Mexico. Bus, taxi, Uber is where it's at. There you go. Hey, you there. Okay, Dan Mac. I agree with Jack Webb. And who is this? Good morning. Good morning. We got another Hollywood in the house with her sunglasses and everything, looking good. Good morning, folks, and good morning to you. So anyway, I'm putting up that video and I changed my intro. And yes, I am trying to make money on YouTube. It's like, yeah, I like making the videos. I love going live. And actually, YouTube is my life. Uh, who is this? One gypsy traveler just speaking of my life. One gypsy traveler just threw in another $5 into the house. That's taco money for me, and I thank you so much. I'm getting old. I start to forget what I'm talking about. Whatever. Okay, Dan Mac. Besides getting shut down, Dan Mac. Besides getting shut down by the police, if you're a foreigner involved in an accident, it could be a big hassle. I'm telling you, the police in the United States, they call it driving while black. I've been pulled over in the United States and accused of stealing my car. I had a little Volkswagen Beetle. I had a job working at a grocery store, and I got a Volkswagen Beetle with a sunroof. Then I went to Dartmouth College. I had my little Dartmouth College sticker on in the back window. And the policeman pulled me over in Columbus, Ohio, and told me that I had stolen the car because he knew that no black little kid who's like 19 could be going to Dartmouth College. He asked me, where is Dartmouth College? I said, Dartmouth College is in Hanover, New Hampshire. He didn't know where Hanover, New Hampshire was. But anyway, so that would happen frequently. And for you Caucasians, anyway, but I was driving through Ahiheek one time, and there was this car filled with white-haired Caucasians. There was like 4 of them in the car. That's funny. And the police had pulled them over. And that happens all the time. I call it driving while white. But the police, certain places, the police that's how they make money. The police in Mexico don't make hardly any money. There's a cafe in Puerto Vallarta. It's called Dee's Cafe. And she's kind of like the Starbucks of Puerto Vallarta. She's Canadian. She makes really good coffee. If you go to Dee's Cafe at 6:30 in the morning, almost every day, Dee will be in there making super great pastries. If you go to Puerto Vallarta, you got to go to Dee's Cafe. But she's a friend of the police, and they go to her place for coffee. She gives them free pastries, and but she was telling me that these guys don't make hardly any money. They have one uniform. Now, the last time she updated me on this information was about 8 years ago. She says they don't make any money. They have to share a gun. So when they go to work, they pick up a gun. When they get off their shift, they give the gun back. And the last I heard is if a bullet is missing, then they must have killed somebody, or they have to pay for the bullet. So I don't know how much these guys make, on average throughout Mexico. I'll have to look it up. But if they can shake down a Mexican or a Canadian, somebody from the United States, and It used to be they would only want like 100 pesos. That's 100 pesos, which is $5. Now these guys in where was it? I heard in Guadalajara, they pulled somebody over for a license plate and they wanted like 500 pesos. That's $25. I mean, they'll get whatever they can take. So it's just a pain in the butt. Uh-oh. James Arena, I have a golf cart for sale. What? Oh, a golf cart for sale. That's funny. Let's see what's going on here. Columbus Caps are terrible. Their motto is shoot cops. Columbus Cops are terrible. Their motto is shoot first, ask questions later. Jack Webb will be down here on the 30th of June, and you guys are just talking away. I don't even need to talk. I can just let you guys talk to each other. That's funny. Jack Webb, got a car, do not need the golf cart. Okay, very good. Very good. And LJ is right. We have 48 people in the house and we have 16 likes. Let's see. I'm looking for something here. Here you go. Yeah, click the like button. If you like this, I got a little banner for that. Click the like button. It helps the channel, helps our algorithm, and we greatly appreciate it. But anyway, lots going on down here. So for me, making videos for YouTube, that is what I do. I have dreams. I'm sick. I can't help myself. I have dreams. When I'm dreaming at night, I dream about editing video at night. I dream about where am I going to go next. But this, but I love doing it. I can't stop. I'm not a social person. People ask me to get together and do stuff, and I just got to plan out, well, what's the next video? So some things are changing over here, and I see we got 2 more likes. Right on. Derek, hi, Derek. If there was a love button, I would click it. Excellent and fun channel. Thank you so much, Derek. And Kim J, preparing on my move to Mexico, and now, oh my God. Kim J, let me do something here. Kim J, let me look here. Here we go, right? Number 6, the peso. Well, me and that girl, we went to Walmart this week. We were talking about the peso. The peso is strong, and it's getting stronger every day. And okay, so my rent was $650 a month. And all of a sudden, it was like in December. In December, all of a sudden, I pay in pesos. So I was paying 13,700 pesos a month. That used to be $650 a month. In December, that amount was like 700 a month. And then it went, anyway, this month, I just paid my rent yesterday. Yeah. My landlord received the rent money yesterday. Now, instead of $650 a month, because of the strength of the peso, I'm paying about $750 a month. And the peso keeps going up. About 3 months ago, the peso, $1 was worth like 20 pesos. Now $1 is worth about 18 pesos, and it makes a difference. So when you are thinking about coming down here and renting, you have to look at the peso and look at the dollar, and you have to look long-term and research projections on the value of the peso versus the dollar, because when I first came down here, 10 pesos was $1. Right. So 10 pesos was $1. But then it went up to like 20 pesos was $1. So if you were paying in pesos, that was good for you. But you got to think long term. So when you sign a contract down here or a lease for 3 months or a year, I'm contracted for another year and a half. If I can talk to my landlord, see what she's going to say, but it could be very shortly I'm going to be paying $900 to $1,000 a month, which is for me, it's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. That's like living in LA somewhere. So yeah, the peso is strong. What's going on? I didn't switch cameras. The peso is strong. So if you're going to come down here and rent, and God bless you people that are buying property down here or that have bought property already, because that's just going to be a fixed rate. You're done with it. Okay, let's see now. Jack Webb, get me with when you're in town. Okay, yeah, we can hook you up. I think that I already emailed both of you, exchange emails, but I can do that again. Yes. Miriam, please, Bill, please read my comment above regarding Walmart. Okay, let me scroll up. Miriam, I'm looking here. Miriam. Ah, there we go. Oh, I am well now, Bill, but you're so busy traveling, I have to book a time for you. We'll be in touch later. Okay, great. But Miriam, I don't see a Walmart statement here. I see a good morning statement. You might have to type it in again. I'm so very sorry. So let me go down here and click this. Ooh, oh yeah, there you go, James. Glad I paid for house and car a few months back, and now solar. Right on, James and Rena. They're just slipping in, living well in Mexico. So a couple of things happened this week. Miriam, I'm not finding that. Can you send that message again, please? A couple of things happened this week. I call you guys friends. I don't call you guys subscribers. So a couple of friends contacted me, John and Chris, about a month ago, and they were moving here from Ajijic. They have a very small car, and they asked me to watch their stuff for about 30 days. So they brought a bunch of suitcases and bags over here. I had all that stuff stored in bedroom number 2 that I don't use. And so they came yesterday, and now they have rented a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment about 10 blocks from where I live. It's like 2-3 blocks from the beach. And they're paying $1,300 a month. They got a 3-month lease for $1,300 a month. And they know that that's kind of high. That is high. You're paying $1,300 a month. That's high. But I know some people living in El Centro, they're paying like $1,500 a month. But I mean, they're right on the Malecon. They have an excellent view of the ocean. It has its benefits. But anyway, John and Chris, they came by yesterday, picked up their stuff. They're very happy, but they got this apartment in March. They're just moving in at the beginning of March. The last time you want to buy anything in Mexico, especially in a tourist town like Puerto Vallarta or Mazatlan, even Ajijic, Chapala, the last time you want to buy or rent anything is what we call the high season. And that's when all of the Canadians and Americans are down here avoiding the atrocious weather up north. All the prices go up. But they're going to pay a lot of money, but that's only for 3 months. So once all of the tourists leave, they can look around and find much better deals. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got your message here. Well, let's go back to Jack Webb. Regarding the strength of the pesos, it looks like Elon Musk is building a Tesla gigafactory in Monterrey. It'll be the largest one in the world. Yes, we broadcasted that about 3 weeks ago. They're going to have tons of employees. I just hope the value of the pesos go down. Some people are predicting that the value of the peso will go back up to about 23 pesos to a dollar by the end of 2023. That girl is very skeptical about that, and she's a very brilliant person. Miriam, Walmart has home delivery now. I love it. It only costs 39 pesos for the same day delivery. Why? Right on. Are you listening to that girl? We can just have Walmart bring all that stuff over for 39 pesos. And for you guys that aren't familiar with the value of the peso, 39 pesos is only about, it's like $2 or less. Okay, let's see what's happening. We got 1700 p.m. in the house. And look at how the technology is working today compared to last week. Have you heard of Hertz Rental Car Company in Cancun running a scam? Example, when you return the car, if the spare tire is missing, they charge you like $300. Okay. That's something also that I would never do, is rent a car in Mexico. Why would you rent a car in Mexico unless you're, I mean, I know people that do it. They fly down here. They're going to drive all around Mexico. Okay. But I just don't see doing that. Oh, hand pink waving. Okay. Tulsa has nothing to do with the peso. Okay. Thank you, James and Rena. Thank you very much. Okay. What else is on the list? Okay. Then something also happened with a friend subscriber. You guys may have noticed that a young lady by the name of Kelsey has been joining us for the last few Saturdays. And she has 2 sons. One is, I think one is 12. I believe the other one is like 16. And Kelsey was down here for a month. She was in Guadalajara. She was in Puerto Vallarta. She was in Mazatlan. She was in Ajijic, trying to figure out where would be best for her and her family to live. She decided on Mazatlan, and she thanked me for that. But she plays the guitar, and so she wanted me to watch her guitar until she gets down here. I think she'll be down here today with her 2 sons. And she just rented an apartment in Mazatlan. I don't know where it is or what she's going to pay for that. But so she sent Denise Slade, my cousin, Denise Slade in Columbus, Ohio. Hola, Denise Slade. Always happy to have you in the house. Okay, so she took a bus. I think she was in Puerto Vallarta, and she took a bus line called Premier Plus. They have golden buses, Premier Plus, and they're changed names. Their name changes depending upon what city they're in. Like they have a bus station in Puerto Vallarta, and that's called Vallarta Plus. And you'll see them driving around this plus, that plus. But anyway, so you can have the bus line send you a package. They will put something on the bus and ship it to somebody. So she had her guitar put on a bus and sent to me in Mazatlan. So she calls me on the phone and she says, okay, here's the number. You'll need this number. All you have to do is go down to the bus station and give them this number. Make sure you take some ID. And then you can pick up the, okay. And then you can pick up the guitar. I said, oh, okay, fine. I can do that. So I had this little number written down on a piece of paper. I go down to the main bus station in Mazatlan, and I talked to about 9 people. Where's the pickup spot for luggage? Where's the pickup spot for luggage? And nobody that I talked to spoke English. I'm telling you guys, study some Spanish. You come down here because there are situations where nobody is going to speak English. And so I'm asking this person, asking that person, and the people, I'm going to say some people that were behind the counters at the bus station, the main bus station here in Mazatlan, were not that friendly. And I had my phone. I was on the phone with Kelsey trying to figure out where her guitar was. And I said, because Kelsey's Spanish is very good. So I said, here, talk to the lady behind the counter. The lady behind the counter wouldn't even take my phone to talk to Kelsey. So it ends up that Premier Plus didn't send her guitar to the main bus station. It sent it to the Premier Plus bus station. And she sent me a receipt. Kelsey sent me a receipt. It had a picture of their logo, Premier Plus. And over that, the name of the service is called Envio. Envio, I-N-V-I-O, Envio in Spanish. And so another lady behind the counter says, oh, just take this to the taxi driver right there. He knows where to go. All of this is in Spanish. So I get in his taxi. He takes me to Premier Plus, which is like a 10-minute drive from the other bus station. And it's a totally different bus station. So I get there and I talk to the people behind the counter there. And they said, oh, and there's only one place. They have like 8 chairs, 2 people to help their customers. And I was there at 9 o'clock. And they said, well, the lady doesn't come in to give you packages until 9 o'clock. And I said, and this is all in Spanish. All of it's in Spanish. And I looked at my phone. I said, it's 9:02. Oh, she's a little late. So anyway, I finally, now I do have a reason for bringing all of this up. So Kelsey had told me, here's the number. So I gave the lady, the lady did show up. She had an attitude when she came in the door. It was like, whatever. She was like 10, 15 minutes late. But I gave her the number. Okay. She got the guitar. She says, okay, I need some ID. Now, ID, here is an important consideration about what actually is ID in Mexico. If you go to buy something expensive, or if you are doing something legally important, like I have a Mexican driver's license, and I've been into Sears in Guadalajara. I've been in Costco in Guadalajara, where I'm buying something that's going to cost $2,000 or $3,000 on my credit card that is with a United States bank, and they want ID. And I've pulled out or if you're going to get telephone service, if you're going to get telephone service with Telmex, the main telephone service in Mexico, or with Telcel, the main cell phone service, and they have other internet services that you will have to give them ID before they'll start to initiate your stuff that they're going to do for you. But anyway, a couple of times I pulled out my driver's license, and the people behind the counter here in Mexico, Mexican nationals will look at a Mexico driver's license and just look at you like, no, that's not ID. They want some real ID. And what a real ID is if you're a Canadian or an American, you need to show them either your 1-year visa, your 2-year visa, your 3-year visa, or your permanent visa, or they want to see a passport. And thank God I knew that, because I had my passport and my permanent visa with me. So if you're going to go to and buy something really expensive, they'll want to verify your credit card. And to verify that, you're going to have to show them real ID, which would be a permanent visa or a 1-year, 2-year visa, or a passport. That is a real ID. Now, I want to follow this up with your signature in Mexico. Okay, I don't know. I want to hear if anyone has had this problem, but let me come down here. Anya, Bill's Family Storage. Yes, that's what I got going on down here. I had luggage right over there for a month. I got Kelsey's guitar in there until she comes and picks it up. Let's see here. And finally, Stefan Nathan is in there. Hola, Bill. Steve here and chilling in Ajijic. And yes, life could be a lot worse. Good luck, amigo, and see you in the future. What's James? James, you guys are very active people today, and we love that. You show up and give us some opinions. James and Rena. Mexico in a few years will produce more cars than the U.S., BMW, Volkswagen, and Telsa, all building cars in Mexico. Lower labor costs than China. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, and then we even have Keith Hanna in the house. Keith Hanna in the house. But I do want to talk about signatures. I want to talk about your signature in Mexico, specifically when you are getting your 1-year visa, 2-year visa, 3-year visa, 4-year visa, or your permanent visa. And I'm going to talk about your signature as you will sign it on those documents, and as your signature looks on your passport. Now, I've been an artist for most of my life, 15 years writing and illustrating children's books. I'd go into a school. I'd go into a school, sell my books. They'd buy books. I'd autograph books all day. I'd sell like $3,000 worth of books. I'm autographing them. When I walked out of school, my hand was like this. I'm an artist. I had a very artistic signature. It would be William Dallas Lewis Jr., but you couldn't read it. It was a work of art. Each signature that I would give, whether it was on a check, when I was signing a statement for the Internal Revenue Service, it was always a work of art. Like that. It kind of looked the same all the time, but not really, right? And I tell you what, I swear to God, there were 2 times at immigration when I was picking up my my visas that they looked at my passport, and on my passport I had the work of art signature there. The problem is I could not replicate it exactly as it appeared on the passport. I mean, it was so artistic. I could only do it one time. And so right now, I just got my last passport 3 years ago, and I changed my signature. I changed my signature so that now there's no more art left in it. I mean, any third grader could forge my signature. I wrote it like a signature, but when I got my permanent visa, I swear to God, no. Yes, I think it was my permanent visa. I had to make my signature about 50 times. No, I think it was my second 2-year visa. I had to do my signature like 50 times. They would say, no, you got to do it again. No, take your time. It took me an hour. I had to do it like 50 times to get my second 2-year visa. So next time you go, if you have an artistic signature and you have a passport that you're going to renew or something like that, think about what you are going to do with your signature, because it's a pain. It was a pain in the butt. And you've done all the work. You've given them all the paperwork, all this work. You know it's you. You know who you are. And you're saying, no, you can't do it. You know that you are one signature away from getting the ID that you need. And if you're getting a permanent visa, this is like permanent. So whatever. I'm just saying. Okay, what's going on now? Yes. Oh, you guys bought a Telsa in Mexico. Good for you. Good for you. And the answer is yes to that. That's interesting. Where do you recharge that thing? Okay, Keith Hanna got a foot of snow last night. We'll be digging out the truck after the show. Last year, I have to deal with, the last year I have to deal with this Mexico, here I come, baby. I'm telling you what, I do not miss the snow or the cold weather at all. That's the first thing that Love to Travel said. She's in New Hampshire. They had a big March snowstorm this morning and last night. I tell you what, I do not miss the cold weather at all. And Anya's saying, yeah, I had to practice mine as well. So word to the wise, look at your signature on your passport, because when you renew that sucker, when you go in to get that permanent visa, the 1-year visa, whatever, you're going to have to work on it. Okay, so a couple of changes that I'm making. Oh, cool. Charge it at home with solar. Cool. Right on, dude. High tech. Oh, James and Rita, really smart people. I'm so used to talking. I've learned, because people, people contact me all the time. Hey, you want to go to lunch? You want to go to dinner? You want to go get a beer? You want to go to breakfast? I mean, once a week, I'm out with friends, and so I've learned to shut up because I've been making videos for 2 years, so everybody knows all about me, right? I have to learn to shut up when I meet people. But I met James, I think it was like a year and a half ago, and at the time, I think Rena, she was ill, so she couldn't make it that day. And we had a couple of beers at the plaza, and he's brilliant. He was James was a dealer at a casino. And he's retired from that. He that's a movie script right there. Okay, you guys. So a couple of things have changed. If you watch the video about should I have a car in Mexico tomorrow morning, you'll notice that I have a new intro. And I'm going to keep this intro that I have going for my live shows, don, 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 don. I'm going to keep it. But on the videos that come out now, I'm going to shorten those videos so that the intro is only like 8 seconds. You'll see my logo spin. You'll hear a swoosh sound, and that's it. Because YouTube says that, well, if you have an intro that is like 20 seconds, my intro right now is 24 seconds. And then people watch, people don't want to wait, so they leave. So you'll notice that tomorrow morning. Also, I'm making a new change. Usually I was putting videos up on a Tuesday morning. Tuesday mornings, yes. Yeah, on Sunday mornings and Tuesday mornings. I'm moving the second video to Wednesday. And I have decided that I am going to consistently put up 2 videos a week. They will go up on Sunday and Wednesday, I believe. Sunday is for sure. It might be Sunday and Thursday. I'm making that decision this week. So this is what I do. This is what I do. Ooh, okay, Dr. John. Thank you, Dr. John, for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much. And yes, Rena, after she was sick, so she couldn't make it that day when we went to have a couple of beers, and then she broke her ankle. So yeah. And they live in San Antonio, which isn't like living in El Centro. Plus all the cobblestones in Ajijic make it kind of difficult to get around. Okay, you guys. So here's what's going on now. What's going on now? I'm going to put up the Do You Need a Car video tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit of traveling. I think I'm going to drive up north. I'm going to find a couple of small towns, shoot some videos, fly the drone. And that's the kind of videos that I will be putting up for Thursday or Wednesday of this week. So that's what's going on. And then I'm planning a long trip for the end of March, and I'm not sure where that's going to be. I think it's going to be north of Mazatlan for about 4 or 5 years. Also, I'm trying to consider where I'm going to live next. I have a year and a half on this lease, so I'll be in Mazatlan for at least that long. But Mazatlan is getting very touristy. And the prices are going up. And I know that if I lived in Durango, I could be living really nice in an apartment for like $400 a month. When I was in Vallarta, I was paying $400 a month. So, I'm going to be looking around. And so when I do these videos, I'm actually looking for a new place to stay. Okay, so we're going to go at it here for about 6 more minutes. Ramon retired in early January, whittling down my honeydew list. Will hopefully make it down to Mexico. Come on down, Ramon. Including Mazatlan in April for a couple of months in my minivan. Would be happy to buy you a beverage of choice and make you a PB&J peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Ramon, thank you very much. Come on down. And Cuauhtémoc, I don't know, love to travel. That's a really big city. The population there is like 3 million. I'm staying away from big cities. To me, Mazatlan is a big city. And they say Mazatlan is like 300 to 600,000 people, about the same size of Puerto Vallarta. but I'm just looking for a little hick town that's kind of near a big town, kind of like Ahihi, with something like that, maybe, but not Ahihi. Dan Mack, thank you, my homeboy, contributing to the channel. I love you all. So it's Saturday morning. I didn't have any. Thank you so much for all of you that clicked the like button. Thank you all for all of you showing up this morning to share time with the family here this morning and to share your ideas. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone, for everything. Thank you for your contributions that help me pay my rent and get back on the road so I can show you video clips. Okay, now, so I've run out of material, but next week I promise. What about San Miguel? What about San Miguel? It is a great city. San Miguel, they say San Miguel is expensive. I've been there one time. They say it's one of the most expensive places to live, but even the most expensive place to live in Mexico is cheaper than living in the United States. So I'm out of material for today, you guys. And next week, I promise you, I will have videos. We will have a historic moment for Mexico. I will keep this this intro and exit the same. So I'm getting ready to get out and start my weekend here in Mexico. I can probably even take off my hoodie. What? Javelina, even Javelina's donating cash, and everybody knows how tight she is. I appreciate that. Anya, I appreciate all of your donations so much. So, you guys, I'm Bill the Geek, and let's see, who am I? Let's go over here. I'm going to click this button over here, and I'm going to say, everyone, go to click the like button. If you're not doing, if this hand right here ain't doing nothing, just move it over closer to the mouse and click the like button. Thank you, Jack Webb. So I tell you what, I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. We go live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, and we will see you in the next video or when we go live next Saturday. Thank you. Love you all. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye.